Shots, passive aggression. Aggression can be expressed in two ways, overt and covert. When aggression is expressed in an overt way, we call it the normal aggression, the overt aggression. Aggression, when it is expressed in a covert, subtle, almost deceptive way, difficult to identify, we call that expression of aggression as covert aggression or passive aggression. And the person who indulges in it, practices it, is called passive aggressive. If somebody shouts at you or somebody launches a written complaint against you at the office, these are examples of overt aggression. You can easily make out that somebody is angry at you. He is expressing something destructive about you, towards you. When someone is passive aggressive, it's difficult to make out that he is aggressive towards you. However, what happens is, after meeting him for 5 to 10 minutes, you start feeling uneasy. And when you start questioning yourself as to what has happened, it's very difficult to make out anything that is conscious, objective, explicit which has happened. If after meeting somebody, you feel inside of you irritation, anger, disintegration, chaos, agitation, chances that you have met a passive aggressive person and he has indulged in passive aggression towards you are very high. How do passive aggressive people practice passive aggression? They do it in a variety of ways. 5 tools that they deploy are very common. First, opposing what you say in a very subtle, almost difficult to identify way. So if you say apples are available 100 rupees kg there, somebody, the passive aggressive will say, oh, 2 years back it was available at 50 rupees. He is not directly saying it in a tone or in a vocabulary which is confronting what you said, but in a subtle way he is opposing you. So the first tool that the passive aggressive deploys is opposing what you say. Second is bringing in something irrelevant. You are talking about X and he starts talking about Y. That is the way he irritates you and pushes his anger inside of you. So the first tool was the tool of compulsive opposition to whatever you say, almost impulsively. Second tool is bringing in something irrelevant in the conversation and in a subtle, deceptive way, putting irritation and anger into it. Third is to dismiss what you say by not paying attention to it or not adequately paying attention. Fourth is to talk negative things all the time, criticizing somebody, talking negative about something, and never talking positive about anything. And over a period of time, you get tired of this negative talk. And you start getting irritated and angry at this negative talk. Fifth is direct projective identification, unconscious psychological process through which they put their aggression into you. And you don't realize what has happened, but suddenly you start feeling angry at something. This can happen by a direct transfer of emotions at an unconscious level, or by a series of actions which they do, which ultimately make you feel that irritation and anger. These five are very common tools deployed by the passive aggressive, in addition to others. They have a basket full of tools to express their passive aggression. This group is an extremely aggressive group, but doesn't have the courage or willingness or honesty to express their aggression. So they express their aggression in a subtle, deceptive, difficult to detect way, almost a deceptive way. This expression of passive aggression can happen in two situations. Situation one, somebody is angry towards you, but doesn't have the courage or the willingness or honesty to express it directly, and therefore indulges in passive aggression. Second situation, someone is angry with somebody else, but displaces that anger onto you in a passive aggressive way. Thousands of people across the world are suffering because they are living with somebody passive aggressive, but they are not able to identify it clearly. So they start feeling irritated and angry all the time, and it's difficult to make out why it is so. Over a long period of time, this irritation and anger bottles up and takes you into a mode of extreme discomfort, in some cases even depression. It is necessary, therefore, to identify those who are passive aggressive around us. And once you do that, what do? You run for your life. Keep away from this group as far as possible, because healing them is something that is a process of long-term deep therapy. If the person is open to accepting the problem and working upon it, then there is some hope of being with the person, but such possibility is rare. Most passive aggressives deny they have an issue that needs to be worked on. So the best solution is to run for your life and keep away from the passive aggressive. If that is not possible in any given practical situation, the best is to save yourself by whatever psychological tools you may have to use, and manage the passive aggressive to the best extent you can. Thank you.